Meet me outside, meet me outside. Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get it tied. Wall Street beat, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm buying crypto. I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. I thought you'd know. We on YouTube. You wake up in the morning, crack of dawn at Wall Street Pete. We talk about live TA. We talk about paying our bills and staying alive and doing the shit and making it great. Let me say, I'm tired of struggling every day. About to make some changes.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto every day? Keeping you up the best we can live today, this morning. Hit that like and subscribe. We're going on a ride. We're going to the moon. And damn, hopefully we're going soon. How's everyone doing this morning? Sick dough in crypto. 1.48K subscribers. And one day we're going to have a lot more. We're going to be excited. But we'll be happy with what we have, right? Everyone wants to be upset about what you don't have. How about you start being grateful for what you do have? So we have 1.48K subscribers. It's a good day. We're going to have a good day. And my throat is rocked, but let's get into it this morning. I am having a rough day with the throat sore, but I want to talk about Archibald. I want to talk about some things about that, so stay tuned to the end of the show if you're excited. ARB, we're going to talk about why I want to buy some and how exciting it is to buy when it is on the down, right? Bloodbath. And not many people were paying attention, right? We're in this area where we're about to start climbing back through for July 2023, and it's exciting to be into the crypto space. Many people missed the last video we had, and I hope you were paying attention. Bitcoin's dominance, good for altcoins. 300 million feds to sell? Well, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Why the Bitcoin price is going down, why Ethereum is going down, and a lot of people forgot that there was 500, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get into it. Why I think that 27,600 breaks the support here. What I think we're getting is a head and shoulders pattern to the downside. So please don't get upset. But I do believe this is the current pattern. We'll get into some TA right away. Head is right here. Look to get a right shoulder or perhaps all the way to 25,000 with the right shoulder coming back up to 27 to fool everyone. And then now we have a head and shoulders pattern looking for the inverted, hopefully into this ascending pattern. So remember, this pattern has been going on since 2023 of January. Not going to change my mind, not going to change much. What is this? This is a Fibonacci sequence right here. What is, well, I want to get rid of the head and shoulders pattern now that we see it. But what is this, guys? Let's pay attention. Let's do a little bit of some thinking here, right? Well, if we're in this ascending channel, right, we broke above it, built support, fell through. It's just magic, right, that we all of a sudden are falling and hitting resistance. At this perfect resistance, how it's done it all year in 2023. I mean, this is incredible, right? 4 hourly Bitcoin we're talking about. Why I think Bitcoin could come all the way down to this red zone, worst case scenario, and it still be bullish scenario. Why? Because we're creating new higher lows, guys. Pay attention for the entire year of 2023. Look at that. New higher low, new higher low, new higher low, right? What is that? Every time that the price dips down to its furthest bottom and it becomes a bottom, it is the higher price of the last time that we did that. That's all that's meaning, which is meaning that we are now hopefully going to bounce off one of these 3 levels. Wall Street Peak gives you 3 levels. We talked about this for years now, so you can watch us from years ago. Dr. Rainey, Insaney, let's go! In the house. Maurice in the house. Aaron Selner, good morning to you. So 22.8 looks crazy. I understand 22 right here on this price. We fall through there. It is a shit show. But of course, I don't think we're going to get there. So I think right now 50% pullback in the golden pocket. Golden pocket is the 26.3. So that's right there in the golden pocket, 38.2 pullback. But we're going to talk about the 50%. I believe even in bull markets, guys. Bull markets, you can go down 50%, 40%. This is a very common thing. This is how the whales get stronger. This is how you can stack your bags. Now, there's a chance we hit 27.6, beautiful support, and come right up and hit that 32, like I said, and that could be happening. So there's a couple scenarios. Please do not get your panties in a bunch. So this morning I left Safe Moon. Guys, remember when I said, ladies and gentlemen, when I said that John Caroni is a baloney piece of phony? Who do you think the hacker is? In what world does this make sense to anybody? Please just, come on, comment with me if you're listening. Safe Moon hacker agrees to return 80% of stolen funds, says development team. Excuse my French, but what the fuck are we talking about here? If I'm the hacker, I'm in control. You're not getting shit. I'm taking 100%, and 100% you can all suck it. That's exactly how it works. Now, if this is some type of manipulation or some weird thing, if it smells like shit, it is shit, guys. There is something majorly wrong. There is no hacker who has the upper hand going to settle with anybody. So understand that I do see the bullshit that's going on with SafeMoon. I have been sick of it. Call it a conspiracy. Call it what you want. But I call it how I see it. And I do not believe that 80% LP return imminent. What are we talking about, guys? Why are we returning 80%? What are you talking about? He's going to keep 100% if he's the hacker. It just makes me sick. So getting back to SafeMoon, please safely get the fuck out. All right, no more cursing. We're done. Okay, so Cardano growing. Cardano looking fantastic. Excited Cardano holders could have much to rejoice about than just ADA's price. And obviously, we're going to talk more about that because that has a lot to do with the community. But this is most important thing. Bitcoin, right? They have a little thing every year. Well, now Cardano. Today, we launch our first ever annual report. Discover key 2022 achievements and see how they fit along the foundation's core focus areas of. And now Cardano, once a year, as you can see, has been growing in numbers. Wallets, almost 4 million. Total assets minted, 7,431,265. Native assets minted January 22 into December 22. We're talking about 4.7 million. So there's a lot of things you can go over here. Look at the staked pools. I'm one of them out of the 3,220. I am one pool, definitely in the staking pool. This is what we do, guys. We keep you up to date every day, talking about some of the news. We're going to break down a little bit more in depth of TA. Starbucks, one of the most expensive places to get your coffee. What a surprise. Crypto Marketplace is selling pictures of coffee cups worth $1,000, right? The real coffee wasn't enough. Now they're making $1,000 off selling each picture for obviously an NFT. So Polygon Matic getting involved with Starbucks. Expect Polygon Matic to prevail through that. And well, why not, right? It worked out the first time for Donald Trump. Now he sees his second NFT collection sell out within hours. Guys, you can't make this shit up. Seems like I had a lot more followers when I was cursing, screaming, and going to a tyrant. Donald Trump's new NFT collection sold out within hours, raking in 4.6 million for the former U.S. president. The launch of the new series led to a 44% decline in the floor price of the first NFT collection. That was launched December of 2022. This is insane. Can't sell my SafeMoon. I'm going down with the ship. And listen, none of this is financial advice. I will never tell you must or should or have to. What I did is what I do. You do not have to repeat what I do. Sometimes I may not make the best move in the world, but what I do, I feel very comfortable in, and I'm out. So, been out for a while now, and have been out before that travesty that happened just recently with SafeMoon and this hack. So, good morning to you, Gary and Selner. I hope you kill it. I am not a hater. You can even find me on Twitter saying, I do hope SafeMoon goes to $1. Would I be upset? Yeah, of course. I'd be a little bit upset because I sold. But I would not be a hater. I hope people thrive. I hope they kill it. I don't want other people not to make it because I'm out of it. That would be so ignorant and such a hater. Wall Street Pete, 374 days, 6 hours, and 12 minutes, and 42 seconds, guys, until the Bitcoin halving. You have 300 days about roughly to stack your bags as much as you can. If you ask me, that is my current opinion and my feeling through the experience in this crypto space. So right now, bloodbath, as we already know. Hit the like and subscribe. Please comment. Let me know what asset you do appreciate to go over. Currently, right now, we'll talk about ARB and probably Jasmine. I want to talk about those two. A little bit of some Bitcoin and Ethereum. We broke it down this morning, as you already know. And the crypto fear, we're still in agreed. So that should change probably very shortly here. I do expect that to perhaps possibly change. I really do. 1.23 trillion, almost 1.3 trillion market cap. We went all the way through. It was looking pretty nice. And what may be happening here, and while I'll be paying close attention, there is a little bit of a buy signal on the 4-hourly for Jasmy, but please be very careful. As you can see, building support, hitting support perfectly here on this 4-hourly for Jasmy. This is the Japanese Bitcoin, if you are wondering what this may be. And as you can see, the right shoulder here seems to have died out, so please be very careful. I'll be paying close attention to what is happening. Do we get the resistance at this 74, or are we going to finally get in touch the 8-1 price that we've been patiently hoping to get? Don't expect, if you got one big point here on the 4-hourly to touch it and get resistance, don't expect for you to just magically shine through unless some type of volume noticeably comes through. That would not be expected. So pay close attention to what's happening. And like I said, so we're going to get into the Bitcoin chart here as I show you really quick. When Bitcoin starts falling down, you got to pay close attention. As you can see here, we are getting a little bit of some falling here. And I look at the daily. Let's see what's going on. And the daily is a little bit of a bearish divergence here. We could tick up a little higher here, but then I see a nice fall coming. So that's something I am going to be paying attention for the Bitcoin price. Do see here, like I said, head and shoulders pattern. Here's the shoulder, head coming up, and perhaps the right shoulder here coming down. And hopefully we get a nice bounce off one of these 3 levels. That's really what I'm expecting, guys. I really am expecting that for the Bitcoin price. And now let's get to ARB here. Not much to pay attention to here for a daily. I want you to see this. But ARB, Archibram, seems to be creating new higher highs, right, as we continue. If you could pay attention to this perfectly, as you look here, just the daily chart, ARB, as we're getting closer to the end, $1.75. There's a major resistance line there. So if you're currently wondering what is happening with this current asset, it's following what Ethereum's doing. As you can see, hit resistance currently perfectly like Ethereum is doing as well. And Ethereum doing that head and shoulders thing here. Does look like we may have found it as we broke through out of this symmetrical pattern here. As you can see, clearly broken out. So that 22,000 is going to be at a halt right now. I thought perhaps there was a chance we can continue to bump to it. But I had this pattern here letting me know, okay, breaking out of this pattern, going to come down, probably hit support exactly at the 1915 as we did prior, 1914. I remember that price very well. Create the right shoulder here as we continue. I'll show you here on this chart, 4-hourly, and that's what's bringing us down right now, looking at Ethereum. So I'm jumping around back and forth, and I do apologize, but if you are watching what is pretty much going on, is this is where we're headed. Looks like we could be getting something like that. Like I said, the support at the 1900. Does the shoulder come back up to retest that 1948 and then eventually coming down, maybe breaking through this 1867. So I do believe that if you're going to be buying Ethereum back, and this is kind of my strategy here. This is what I'm going to be doing. So please be careful, because I do believe it does break down further, but this is a start off, because if we do start pumping back up, I don't want to miss this next rise and be on the sidelines. I am going to be looking for 1867. I have 1870 as a good buyback. That is something I'm planning on doing. A lot of you are looking at me like, wow, that's not happening. What do you mean? There's a chance that this doesn't even occur, but I'm preparing myself. This is what I do. The TA tells me. I set the buy orders, I set the sell stops, and I let the TA do the work. If you're going to do it yourself and you're going to trade on emotion, then you might as well just give your money away. So that's pretty much what's happening here. So you got to pay attention. Let everything else could be fantastic buyback. Could be buyback of 2023. Like, it could be the last one, guys. I could tell you right now, this can happen. So pay attention to the market. We'll see what happens. 1870, 1867, somewhere in that area I will be looking to buy back. As you can see now, if you're holding, well, this is why you don't want to hold, because you can be getting your ass kicked. And Archibram, as we get back to that in a second, I'm glad I'd seen that. I have a little bit of support here at the 143. I love you. And it's getting to the end of the video, so I'm going to stick with this to the end. We're not going to jump around no more. You can see what's going on. We're getting some support, major support at the old resistance level on the daily. That is currently 147. So if you see 147 on the daily is clearly your support and resistance level as we're struggling to fight. Look to be able to buy this again. But as you can see here, if we get rid of everything, let's get some indicators out here. 4-hourly, we don't have a lot of trading volume here. As you can see, we've come all the way down from the price of $1, and now we're basically 50% in. So right now on the 4-hourly, I'm getting an excellent buy here on this oscillator that I love. Pretty good. Could be a good buy here. All support here flipping from the resistance level. Could be getting that at the 143. That's where the 143 comes through for the dump. But you can see 147 on the daily. As you can see, clearly support. Excuse me, let me clear my throat. So what I'm thinking I'm going to be paying attention to this now is the head and shoulders pattern. We got the double top. I do see a little bit of some bearish divergence, but what's giving me this crazy jump back and forth, put some volume, relative strength, and let's get to the Bollinger Bands, my favorite. What I see here now is, are we going to flip? So we flipped here. The bands got tight. We flipped bullish. Now do we flip with the yellow coming back to the downside? Building support on the top of the ribbon, which is at once. Let's see where the support is for ARB on this 4-hourly. Building 160. So if we do come back and break above this 160, we could remain bullish. So you have to watch for ARB to do this. This is what I'd be paying attention to. About the 160 level, if we can maintain and come back above and fight through and build support again, then you will know, hey, we're back off to the races. This is just a little bit of a bearish divergence to fool you, manipulation. As you can see, the RSI level, what is the trend? The trend is your friend. If you look at the 4-hourly, up the top of the RSI level here, this is the RSI, is coming down until we hit a bottom there. So it is pretty comfortable to say, hey, well, this is the bearish trend. The trend is over. Until the trend is your friend until it's over. Well, it's not over. So we'll have to see when we hit the bottom, come back on the RSI. When does the RSI usually let us know that it's over? When we hit the bottom right here, this seems to be the part of where we have commonly hit the bottom. That's the most common here on my RSI levels. Where was it? It was March 28th of this year. It was April 3rd. Really, it's not that hard. And if you watch, well, April 3rd, right? We just said it. What'd we do? Stacked up. What was March 23rd, March 3rd, or whatever I said? Well, it was right about here. What'd we do? Bounced up. Really, this is what happened. 115, 114, all the way to 128. This is what you got to pay attention to. The RSI, the oscillator, told me that we were in a good buy here. When did it happen? Well, it gave me 2 times. 2 big, massive times I was told here on my oscillator that I love so much to buy. Where is it? Well, it's right here and right now. So, not financial advice. This is gentleman twice as nice. But if you see the bottom oscillator here, it was a good time to buy then. Well, what did we do? Well, it must have been a good time to buy now. If you see here now, well, it's telling me again, I got to be careful. Why? Because we're all the way up here. But if we are down here, look what's going on. Pay attention. Get rid of this. Now the Bollinger Bands are getting tight. We could come all the way back down. What could I be worried about? Well, we could come down all the way to the 143 I told you about. So be careful. Could be a great buyback. Could never happen, but I think it will. Personally, I do. Hit the like and subscribe. Looking for a good buyback down here. Again, the retest, we may remain down here for a little bit, but I do see on the 4-hourly, on the history that I have, it was an excellent buying zone. Don't want to buy up here. Not a good idea, so I'll let this form out a little bit more, see if this yellow line could come down. Right now, with dollar cost to average in. That's all I would do. Could be getting some dead cat bounces. As you can see, though, the EMA is getting tight. See if it gets down and we get another test back up. So good morning, Tommy, to you. I see you here in the super chat. Nice to have you. My name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. We used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange here. It was one of the greatest places in the world where all these people are screaming and yelling, all these cubicles and booths and screens. As you see, there's no windows here. You wouldn't know if a plane was coming. You wouldn't know if it was raining. You wouldn't know if it's sunny. This was all confidential. You could not know. And God bless the U.S., right? As we have the flag there. This is where we are. So every day I used to go to New York and be so excited in Manhattan to trade. I worked in the natural gas pit and commodities. Imagine where that pit would be doing right now. This pit would be going insane as gas prices and everything else is going through the roof, especially with Saudi Arabia, right? Claiming to stop the supply and limit us a little more to F us good as China decides to tell the world that we will no longer be messing with the USD dollar index. And that's pretty scary to see that everyone is getting away from the dollar. So what's happening is everything I thought that could happen for Bitcoin to prevail, to rise, to be successful, it's all happening. It's like a dream. I can't believe this. It's like all of the steps are coming into place. Never thought this would be. The last thing that would have to happen was a war, and I'm pretty concerned about that. We don't want that to happen. So we got to be very careful, guys. This is something to be concerned about, something to really pay attention to, right? I don't know what else to say about that in regards. We're living in times where who would have thought the banking systems would be going down and having some issues? Who would have thought we would be where we are today? Just maybe right when this channel started. So hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're going on a ride. Hopefully we're going to the moon. And thank you very much, Blake, for your donations every single month to keep this channel going without me having to dig back into my pocket to keep all the stuff that we have running. We do pay monthly for. Not a lot, but it does help us. So thank you so very much. We are very appreciative. And everyone else who hits the like, comments, and does come to this show every day when we do come live, I appreciate you very much. So we'll continue to keep you up to date. Ethereum could be some prices, as we said, 1870. I'll be looking to buy back at 1870 and 1914 for Ethereum. So if you're just catching this video now, I do hope that you are very careful with trading, obviously on leverage. When you trade on leverage, the price moves so quickly. You have to dollar cost average out, take some profits. That's why we always say take profits. We're not talking about buying $5,000 worth of Cardano today or Ethereum and then next week take dollar cost average out. No, we're talking about trading on leverage, the money going up in 5 seconds, up to possibly 1,000. You could start with $100 and turn it into $1,000 if you're trading on 30, 50, 60 times leverage. You could lose it all. You could put $1,000 in and watch it go in 10 seconds and be like, what did I just do? So please be very careful. Please learn. There are some good trading platforms out there that you can learn on. I suggest you do learn. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Going to the moon safely, anything that has that name in there, safe moon. I already knew that there was an issue with that. That's like saying the best crypto. Guys, invest the best. Like, no. If I have to tell you that it's the best, and I have to have that in the name, there's something crazy weird going on. So, like I said, the hackers agreed to give back 80%. If that doesn't sound like some hoo-ha, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I got a bridge to sell every single one of you. Have a wonderful day. Peace in and peace out. Love you all very much. We're going to have a good day. We're going to have a good day. La-dee-da-da. Yeah. So hit that like and subscribe. We're going on a ride. We're going to the moon. And damn, we're going soon. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoy some of the information we give, some of the feedback. None of it is financial advice. There is nothing I can do to tell you to buy or purchase or sell any of these things. But as we go through every day and talking about the crypto news, this is my strategy only. Have a wonderful day. Take care.